Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set
One of the best parts about being in the travel industry is that you can change how you move and get completely different results. So this April, inside Ash Knows Travel, I am going live Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific, breaking down the travel agent industry.
And we all got dreams. Let's go. We all want things. But what you
Make sure you subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss it. I'll see you there at Ash Knows Travel.
Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim.
Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Ash and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthroughs, and insider tips to help travel advisors book smarter and build confidence. And tonight's training is called Batch It and Schedule It. We are going to talk about how to create your content in one focused session, plan it out, and schedule it so you can stay consistent without being on your phone all day. Yeah. This is all about saving time, reducing stress, and just building a system that allows your content to work for you, and even when you're not actively posting. Now, I will tell you guys, this is an advanced training. So if you are new, feel free to watch, okay? But this is not something that most people just start right off, and they just start batching and scheduling, okay? This is something that we normally grow into. So if you are new here, what I really suggest is, yes, definitely watch, but I would just want you guys to just see small parts of this and implement it for yourself to help grow your business, right? I don't expect you to just wake up tomorrow and just start like scheduling and posting like crazy. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm going to give you guys a lot of just good tips and just like different things that you guys can just use throughout your posting kind of schedule to make it just easier for you when you guys are planning out your schedule. Yeah. And this is exactly what I do to plan my schedule. So that's exactly what I'm doing tonight, is just showing you how I batch and schedule it. So, but tonight, yep, we're going to do exactly 1 month of content in an hour. I'm going to do probably way less than an hour, but let's go ahead and get started, shall we? All right, so if you are live here, go ahead and comment hello so that I know that you are here. And if you just happen to catch this on a replay, I still want to know that you stopped by, so go ahead and comment replay for me so that I know that you are here. Yeah. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, you guys already know, before I get started, I like to show you what I'm doing for the rest of the month.
Tonight we're doing batch and schedule it, and then next Tuesday we're going to be doing how to market travel on your Facebook personal page. Honestly, I do Instagram too, but mostly personal pages is what I'm going to cover. And then also on that Thursday we're going to do from inquiry to booking, where agents lose the sale. Now, if you are with Evolution Archer on Friday, tomorrow, I'm going to be doing corporate Zoom at 5 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to be doing Lookers versus Bookers Part 1. So feel free to hop on then. But of course, I will be doing these two trainings for the last of the month. And then on one of these trainings, I will introduce what I'm doing for May. Yeah. So if you haven't already, this is the first time watching me, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure to tap the bell so you never miss when I'm going live. Yeah. So let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? So I know many of you probably feel this way, and this is probably why you're here. But do you guys ever feel like you're posting every day, but you still feel behind? Yeah. I remember when I first started, this happened to me a lot. I felt like I took all day just to make one post, and it used to drive me crazy. And that's what really made me create what we have here. Okay. But a lot of the times it happens because you guys have no system, you have no structure, and you're just posting randomly. And honestly, that can just kind of cause a lot of just like, that feeling like you're not just doing enough, but you guys are, but you just need to find a way to do more, right? And a lot of the times you guys start to think, well, I need more content, but that's not honestly true. You don't need more content. You honestly just need a system for your marketing, right? And in that system, every part of it and every post should have a purpose onto leading them to booking with you. That should be the purpose of it, but it should have a part of that in the funnel, right? Now, with my system, I always do rely based off of my funnel, which leads people to a booking. If you need that, I have a training called Everything is a Funnel. I could put it in there for you, but that training leads them to a booking, right? And this is one of them. This is a part of that leads people to see where I'm constantly, consistently posting. Now, with that, okay, if you guys are not doing that right now, I'm sure you probably feel like you're just posting random content. There's no balance. There's no actual conversion plan that goes into it, right? And I know what that kind of means. Like when you're doing that one post a day where you sit there and you kind of figure out what you're posting for that day, you guys are going to end up posting the same type of post because you're so used to posting it. So you'll end up having a bunch of sell posts, or a bunch of value, or a lot of attractions, and there's no actual balance to what you're posting. So it just comes off as like random content. And that leads to no actual conversion plan, which is a part of my funnel, right? That's leading them down to book with me. If it has nothing tacked into it, then it's just like a random content. It has no part of your funnel and has no point of actually bringing them closer to a booking, right? But what we're doing tonight, what I'm going to show you tonight, should take you no more than an hour. Maybe at first it might take you a little bit longer. But with that 1 hour that I'm taking to sit down and actually plan my content, it leaves out the part where I'm guessing or stressing out about what to post. And I have just straight execution of what I need to post for the month. So what do I base this off of? Yes, this is based off of my 3-post system. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. This is an advanced training, okay? Before I even get into what I actually do, this is obviously advanced training, right? So if you are new and you're watching this and you feel like, okay, I'm not ready to post 3 times a day. Okay, what I want you to do is just take small parts of this training and find ways to implement it for your own business to help you grow, okay? So for me, I'm a little, I would say advanced. I've been here for about 4 years, right? I post about 3 times a day. Okay. Now, people who are new, they might only post 1 or 2 times a day and you build up to 3 or 4, right? Advanced people, typically 3 to 4. That's normal. So I want you to post what you're comfortable. The best thing about this is that I want you to learn tonight how to batch what you're comfortable with. That way you're not spending a ton of time posting. That's what I'm trying to get to tonight. Okay. So if you're not ready to post 3, okay, and then post 1 or 2 or 3, whatever. But this 3-post system here is built off of my funnel in itself. I pull people into it. I show them the value of the reason to book with me. And then I pull them down and convert them with my sales. Okay. So when I make my 3 posts for the day, I base it off of these. I start in the morning, when people first wake up, they're getting their coffee, they're getting ready for work. I'm attracting them. I'm pulling them in with my attraction post. Then I hit them around lunchtime, where I kind of build trust because these people are already following me right from the morning because I pulled them in. And then those people, I'm going to hit them with value. I'm going to show back up on their page and I'm going to build trust with them and show them why they should book with me. And then at the bottom, I'm going to show them, when they get done with the day, they're at work now, they left or they're on their way home, etc. Like that's where we're kind of in the evening, right? I'm going to hit them with the sales post to convert them into a booking. That is what I do for my 3-post system. And that is exactly what I'm going to show you tonight. Now, this might not work for you. This might be different for you. This might only be a small part of what you do. I don't want you guys to feel the need to exactly copy that. That's not what I'm going for. But I am the person who always just teaches what I know and what I do. And this is what I do. I've been doing it for several months and it does great for me. And it just has it like an all set in like feel for my posts. Like they all have a purpose. They all have a separate like way to do them. And it just feels like there's a balance. And that's why I do the 3-post system. Okay. So if you want to just do 1 of these a day, you're not ready to do 3 of these a day, then just pull from 1. Do 1 attraction post. The next day, do a value, then do a sales. That way, either way, your posts are still stacked up. But this is mine. All right. Now, with my 3-post system, this is exactly what we're going to pull and we're going to build it all together, batch it and schedule it. Okay. So taking this for this 3-post system, we are going to batch an entire month of content with this 3-post system. But for the 3 posts, I'm only going to batch 14 days of it. Now, you don't have to do it this way, but this is how I do it because it makes it way easier on me. So I'm going to batch technically 14 days of content with those 3 types of posts. So I'll make 3 sets of it, and then I will use it for the first 2 weeks. But that technically equals a full month because on week 3, I'm going to repeat week 1. And then on week 4, I'm going to repeat week 2. This way, I have less thinking, faster planning, and I'm just repeating what works. And it really helps me see what works because I'm repeating it. So now, I'm going to tell you something about this 3-post system and what I do. This is primarily for Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. This doesn't necessarily going to work on TikTok. TikTok, they don't like copy content, but Facebook, Instagram, they don't really care about that. So what I'm covering for tonight, what I'm talking about now is going to be for those platforms. But guess what? At the end of this, I do have a video version so I can show you how to do it on TikTok too. So either way, I'm going to cover all the platforms. But when I'm covering this, I want you to know, and I'm talking about batching content for like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Threads, etc. So in this, I take those 3 types of posts and then I make 14 days of content with those 3 types of posts. So I'm posting morning, afternoon, and evening, and I make 14 days worth of that. Now, since that, I will go in and take that repeat for week 1, and then I'll bring it down for week 2. That's how I kind of carry that out. All right. Now, how do I do that in an hour? So I take 10 minutes of planning it. Well, I already planned it for you, actually. We just did it together. That was the 10 minutes. What 3 types of things, or what am I going to post about? How many hours or how many posts am I going to do a day? That's the planning part, right? So I decided with you guys, I'm going to do 3 posts a day, and I'm going to make 14 days of content. I'm going to have 3 different types of posts. I'm going to know what time I'm going to post them, morning, afternoon, evening, right? That's the planning part. So we just did that together. Then we're going to do the capture part. We'll just go into it. So we planned it. We're going to generate with AI. If you guys don't have it all set up, don't worry. Guess what? I got a gift for you. So I'll teach you how to do this part. I actually have a prompt for you. So you can just put all of it into AI and it will build out your entire plan. But the first 10, 15 minutes, you want to sit there and plan it out. We just did that together right there, right? Now we go to the second part, which is where we're capturing everything and we're building our system. That way, when it's time to post it and schedule it, you have everything together. Now, I'm going to show you guys how I build my content hub to make it as easy as possible. So my content hub, it has photos, videos, links, blogs, and notes. The photos and videos are in my folders, yes. And the videos are old videos that I've maybe used in the past. Sometimes I will make a new video every month, and then I will recycle old videos throughout the month along with that new one. The same thing with photos. I have a collection of photos that I have gathered from Unsplash. It looks like this here. I've gathered it from Unsplash, and you guys, these are like free, like copyright photos. I save these for my post because since I post on Instagram, everything needs a photo or a video. So I'll either do at least 1 video a day with these posts. Same post, doesn't matter, and I'll just use a video. And I'll also do photos with every single one of them, okay? So I'll take from Unsplash. I save about, 12, 13, whatever videos I don't have photos, and then I will go and grab my videos. You guys can get them from wherever you want, okay? And I'll get to how I make the videos later on. But I just want you to understand how I grab all my content. I put it all together in folders so that way I know exactly what I'm posting, and then I can use it over and over because it's already in the folder, okay? I have a quite substantial folder count. I'm sure you guys do too. It's probably all of my little docs I have, right? But I have a lot of these folders, that way I don't have to come back and look for it, and that's exactly what I do with this. So I go and I grab that, and then I have a little secret for you, okay? I don't know what system you guys use. A lot of you probably use ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT. I use the paid version of it, but I like ChatGPT in general for like all of my content. So I get my money's worth, trust me. But if you don't like ChatGPT, Gemini's free. You guys can try them, etc. But with that, okay, everything that I'm going to be capturing inside my content, I need this part right here, okay? I need my links, my blogs, and my notes. So everything that I'm planning to push for that month, I have to grab it and then put it into one place, right? So ChatGPT, a little fun secret right here. This is my version of like my folder for Travel with Ash. So it has all of my travel stuff. So it's in here. And then if you click on sources right here, okay, you can click add source and then do text input. Hold on, I drink some coffee. And then I put, you guys can see it, my links for passports to pleasure, context. It has all of the links inside there. That's what that is, okay? So I put all of my blogs, any of my Viator links, anything that I want to use for the month, I put it in here so that when I tell it to make the post, I'll tell it to pull from the source, yeah? So did you guys know it did that? A lot of people don't know about that, so I want to share that with you guys tonight. And I'm going to show you how I implemented it as well. I already have the chat pulled together for us, so we'll be able to take a look at it. But I want to just basically show you how I do it, right? But that's the first starting part is I have to go and grab the actual sources. So I put all of my my links. You'll see them in here. They're in here, okay? And that's what I tell it to do is I pull it from that source, okay? But before we get there, okay? So I go in and I grab all of the stuff, like my plan. I set that up. If you don't like that plan, talk to ChatGPT, make your own plan, make your own post times, whatever. A lot of times I ask it based off of like when they're active, but ChatGPT knows me well enough to kind of go in and do that. All right. Now, the prompt I'm giving you tonight as a gift that comes inside the little book and schedule it thing I have for you. Okay. That thing has the prompt where you can fill it out so you can tell it ChatGPT what you want. Okay. So that part is the second. So we planned it. We got the content. Now we go to the next part. We create it. Okay. But here's the secret for this. This is where people make the mistake. I don't batch my content by like, I need 14 days of posts for travel tips. Okay. You guys do that a lot. And that's what kind of messes you up. You guys can't make just travel tips or just this or just that. Like it has to be off of the type of post that you're doing. And you have to tell ChatGPT that. So if you don't want to do attraction, you can ask ChatGPT, what's different types of posts can I do? Then you do it whatever off of you feel. Okay. But make sure you're doing it by the type and not just by the day, because that's what really messes you guys up. So I'm going to show you exactly how I did this part, and then we'll continue with the actual scheduling. Okay. So I came into ChatGPT and I already did it because I want to show you the whole way. So I already did it for you, but it says, make me 14 days of content for my attraction post, pulling the source of my links, because that's the source, for each post. And then I tell it to make it a full post with emojis and hashtags so I can copy and paste it. And that's exactly what it does. There's the blog push. Okay. And it makes each day, it's something different. Stop guessing. Let me match you. It even gives me photos. I am an affiliate for Temptations. I have their affiliate program. So I can technically use these photos if I wanted to. If not, I could just pull my affiliate link here. I also have it for Desire. And even pushes my group cruise. Okay. But these are everything that I want to push throughout the month, right? But it's positioned as an attraction post to make people want to book with me. That's the difference, okay? So what I do is I take this, I have it all the way down to day 14, and then I'm going to grab it and I highlight it all, and then I come over to Google Docs. And I always make a Google Doc for it because I don't want to come in ChatGPT back and forth. It just hurts my brain. So I have one here, looks like this. And I set it up to where it's May of 2026, passports to pleasures, content. Okay. So first part is attraction post. I have it broken down just like this. You see how nice it is? Value, sales. I already did all of it because I'm already working on it, obviously. But this is how I have it set up. And it just like this, so I can come in here, copy, paste, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you, when I'm scheduling this, I will split my screen, put my scheduler on one side, this on the other, and I just go to town. Just copy, paste until I schedule it out, okay? If you don't have like a multi-scheduler, maybe do 2 weeks of content, just this 2 weeks for the first 2 weeks so you're comfortable with it. Like build into it, okay? I didn't do a full month's worth when I first started. I obviously built into that, but I want you guys to get used to it. So just set it up and let ChatGPT build it, right? So I did the first one, then I come back and I do, okay, now let's make 14 days of value post as full post with hashtags. But the is that it pulled all of the links, right? But it put them in the same order. So when it did that, I had to switch the order up. So then I had to go back and say pull for more links, and then I had to switch it around. So I'm just going to skip through all of that. I had to tell it, look, you made it the same day. So it said fine. So then it switched up the links for me, okay? And I made all of the value posts, best time to book, and these are really good posts, okay? If you're choosing based on price only, etc., okay? Now, if you're making a video about something direct, tell them I want one of the posts for the value to be about this, this, and this to get it exact. But for me, I'm just posting pictures with this. I might put a couple of videos, but they'll be just basic, like commercial videos, and then one of the posts, okay? So I'll switch it up. I do try to do like one video a day, but I reuse my videos and I make them general commercial videos so I can reuse them over and over, okay? So copy this, put it over there in the value section, and then I did the same for the sales. And it will do a soft close, a link tree push, it'll do a temptation direct affiliate sale, it'll do an urgency close, a desire sale, it even does secrets, hideaways for me. Like I put all my affiliate links, even my group crews, every day it's pushing a sale. So this way I have the 3 types of posts, right? Then, like I said, I come in here and I put it directly just like this. I copy it just straight from ChatGPT and put it in here. That way I have it all ready to go. Okay. So these are the main parts of what we're covering so far. Okay. So we did the planet. We captured everything that we needed. We got it all in order. And then we created it with ChatGPT, right? So now we have everything that we need. Now we have to go in and schedule it. This can typically take you a little bit longer depending on the scheduler that you use, okay? You guys can use Meta Business Suite, TikTok scheduler if you use TikTok, YouTube scheduler, you can schedule YouTube videos. I personally use Deliverit, in a good version that's for free of Deliverit is kind of like same as Ralio. Ralio, you can find that inside Cruising Power and you can use them as well, okay? But I do like to use Deliverit because it gives me the option to multi-post. So basically when I go in there, let's say, for example, when I go in there, I can basically go and say for every week for the next 2 weeks, post this on Monday at 8 a.m. And when I do that, that makes it to where it's always like, okay, for the next 2 weeks, here's this post. And then I'll go in, do the second set. For the next 2 weeks, do this post, right? That way it's always fluctuating. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, well, I don't know if I don't want them to see the same content. Okay, guys, I'm posting 3 times a day for 2 weeks. There's no way. I mean, they'd have to scroll for at least a good 20 minutes to get to the same content. So I never have to worry about that. Even on Instagram, you will not ever see it lined up together because it's so many things pulled apart, right? And guess what? A lot of people, they just come to your page once or twice. They're not studying your page like we are. So I don't ever have to worry about that. It's just easier for me to already have it all in place because this is just a small part of marketing, right? We still have to go out there and make videos. We still have to go out there, do different deals and close sales. And sometimes I just make carousels randomly for TikTok. Like I don't schedule my TikToks more than 2 or 3 days out because I base it off of my audience. So I'm telling you all of this because this is just a small part of my system for marketing, but it does so much for me. One, it keeps me consistent on TikTok. It gives them value. It helps me convert because I'm pulling them further through my funnel. Either they're going to my link tree, they're going to my blogs. Like there's always something for them to click, something for them to learn. And if you guys are just doing Instagram, send them to the link in the bio. Okay, that works too. But I just want you guys to have a rough idea of how easy it is to batch your content and have something automatically posting for you, right? So I'll show you real quick how I do it on Deliverit so you guys get a rough idea of that. What I mean by like the auto post, okay? So for me, this is my Deliverit. I pay $15 a month for it, but there's a reason why, okay? So first of all, everything I post on Facebook automates to all of my other social profiles. So that just makes it easier for everyone. Okay. I don't have to do anything extra other than that. I just post once on Facebook and it goes everywhere. Same thing with my team building. I post once on Facebook, it goes everywhere. So I like that feature. That's what I pay for. But let's just say, for example, if I come over here, I grab one of these little posts here. This is for temptations. Yeah. Okay. Put it in here. It even has an AI helper, etc. But I would come in and add a photo. It has Unsplash tapped into it. So I told you guys that's what I use. It already comes tapped in. So that works perfectly. So let's just grab me one of these posts right here. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. And then I would come over here and I just hit schedule like this. And then when I go in and pick the date, okay, let's just say this here, I would do like 8 a.m. Okay. And then I do repeat, and then I do once a week. And then I would end it on like go 2 weeks down, and then I have to go one over. So it does that day. And then I would do 8 a.m. That's why I do it. So that way it's going every Monday or whatever Sunday was at 8 a.m. It'll post for the next 2 weeks. And then I will go again and do it like that way. So the way the content is divided, it's 2 sets of content, but it's not repeated. Yeah. So that is how I typically go and schedule my stuff. Now, if you're on obviously like Meta Business Suite, you wouldn't be able to do it that way, right? You'd have to do it individually, which can kind of be a pain. I get that. But if it's too much for you to do a whole month, then just do 2 weeks. That's still 2 weeks of content that, you don't have to technically worry about, right? So like for here, let's just say for May 4th, this is the first Monday of May, schedule post. We would do, let's say 10 a.m. Okay, sure. We'll do 10 a.m. And then you would have to come in here and build it. Add your photo, add your text, and then you would schedule it, right? So now, however you want to schedule it, that's on you. But I want you to understand that the batching part of this is easy, right? We have a way to batch it all very quickly. You saw how fast that was. It wasn't bad, right? And then you have to come in here and then just schedule it out. The scheduling will probably take longer, but you kind of just develop like these hacks. Like my biggest hack is I split the screen. That helps me so much. I just split the screen and I just go copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, right? And I will go to a Starbucks. I do it. I started doing it last weekend. That's why it's already done. And then I'll do my team building for one weekend, and I go there and I sit there for an hour and I just schedule it all out. And then I'm done with it. Like I don't have to think about it for the rest of the month, right? And it helps me do so much more, like training with you guys. If I had to schedule a post every day like that, I would never get anything done with you guys because I'd have to do that first, right? That's why I do that system. Okay. Now, I also have a little coverage for videos because videos are a little bit different. You can't really necessarily just redo the same video over and over, right? One of the most confusing things about videos, I feel like for us, is that we always feel the need to make a new video. Yeah. How many of us always make new videos, right? I know it takes a lot out of you to make a video. So I'm going to give you some hacks for batching videos. Okay. When you guys are making your videos, try to make them in a batch series of 10 to 15 clips, like what I've been paid to learn. Okay, I had to pay to learn this. Pick a day, Saturday, Sunday, whatever, get good lighting, get good area, and then make like pull like 5 or 6 topics from ChatGPT, get your hooks, etc., and then record yourself. Do it over and over and over, and just hit record, and then you could just crop out what you don't like, cut, paste, whatever, right? Like just sit down and make the clips over, make it a hook post, make it a value post, make it, sales post, whatever you need to do, okay? Now, what I'd like to do is I will make a separate call to action where it's like comment, book, and I'll help you find the best resort, okay? And I'll reuse that over and over and over. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example, okay? Let me go real quick. So I use Canva to put all the videos together is how I typically do it. But you see how I'm here, okay? There's some travel. This is like a value part of it, call to action, travel, okay? Like you guys can use the same thing over and over. This is AI. So even if you don't want to make your videos, you want AI to do it, that's fine. Make a bunch of AIs. But you want to have like a hook, the value of the post, and then the call to action on every single post, right? So that way, just make sets of it. That way, it's like the same thing. Now, if it's like a general video about you helping them book or whatever, take one of these posts that we just have here from our Google Docs, right? And then just put it there. Just make something about booking an adults only inclusive, nothing too general, like nothing too deep. And then you could reuse it over and over and over, okay? That's what I do a lot for my videos, especially for team building. I reuse a lot of the videos because my videos are gold. I'm not just gonna use it once, but I used to do that. I mean, how many of you guys just made a video once and then never used it again, right? Like we have a tendency to do that, and like that's what takes a lot of our time. So I've been now trying to find new ways to multi-use videos. Another good one is CapCut. In CapCut, you can download the templates and then you can auto cut the templates, auto cut it several different ways and save it each time. That way you're using the video, but multiple times, right? If you're a person who likes to just write text messages, not text, but text on videos, right? reuse that same video, just write different text. Like however you guys want to do it, just find ways to reuse that one clip for several different posts so you don't feel yourself stressed out, right? And batch it. I try to do like 5 videos. Like I have roughly a library of videos that I use for both travel and team building. I have about 10 of them, okay? Every month I try to build 2 or 3 new videos, whether it's me myself doing the video or AI, and then I add it to my inventory and I recycle them. All right. Now, you cannot do that necessarily on TikTok, right? We all acknowledge that TikTok doesn't like copied videos. So you're going to have to throw it in CapCut and switch it up a little bit in order for it to not realize it's the same video. That's what you have to do. Okay. So that is how I batch content. You guys don't need more time. You just need a system. You saw my system. That's it. This is how I do it. Okay. I'm not telling you have to copy it. Don't leave here and say, well, this is how Ash said to do it, right? This is how I do it. And it's so effective for me. And my sales do way better when I'm constantly posting. They just do. I honestly, I just feel more motivated in my business because I got it together, because I have a system for this. And in the system, I plan once, and in that system, it executes it daily. 3 times a day, it's posting, okay? You want to see what it looks like? I'll show you what it looks like. I have 2 versions for you, okay? And 1 second, let me pull up my Facebook. Let's see. All right, so here's my team building version for it. What do we have here? That's my presentation, but here it is. Okay. Is it worth it becoming a travel advisor? There's a video. That's an old video. There's another post. There's my presentation. There's another post. This is what it looks like. It's doing it all day. It's posting. I'm not doing any of this. I just planned it. These are unslashed photos. These are old videos. Okay. And then if I come over here and switch to my other one, and it's doing the same thing. Just in here, post, and I use AI photos of myself from Gemini for these. And I know they don't look like me. I don't care. They don't know what I look like on here. So they just come in here. I do all kinds of stuff, and I make them like super like eye-catching. So people are like, what is that? Like I even do the carousels on here. I do it all. Pick your vibe. Like I schedule it all out, and it goes out all day or day. Like, yep, that's how it works. Okay. Now this helps me get clientele because Facebook and stuff, they're thinking, oh, look at her. She's posting all the time. Look at her just going. She's posting, right? Like that's what's bringing more people. That's what's gathering those natural leads. And that's what a lot of people miss, is because they just post randomly. I don't have that problem. Okay. I'm consistently posting everywhere while I get to do whatever type of marketing I want, because I've already batched it. I scheduled it. And then that way I have time to book. I have time to schedule. I have time to do trainings with you guys, etc. That's how I do it right there. This is how I book it and schedule it. All right. So I have a really good version for this. Okay. I know it's a lot. I know this is an advanced training, and this is something that you guys kind of have to take parts of and implement it on your own. Okay. So whatever you're comfortable doing, start there, and then slowly breach out of your comfortable spot by adding another post or adding another time or doing a different type of style. Like go out of it slowly, because that's how I did this. Okay. I didn't start planning a full month of content. I started with planning a few days of content, and then I did a few weeks, and then I did a month, and then like I built into it, right? Like it wasn't just something that happened naturally, like all in one day. Okay. So I want you to do the same thing, but I want to help you. Okay. I didn't have anyone to help me, but I want to help you get started with it. So I made a really awesome like planner. For you guys. And then I also did a prompt for you too. So if you want that, go ahead and comment batch for me so I can get it to you. But let me show you what it is. Yes. So this is it right here. It has a 2-week content plan. I want you guys, you could take this and throw it into ChatGPT. Just take all of this, tell ChatGPT what you want it to do, and it will start here. Okay. Look at this ChatGPT prompt. I'm a travel advisor creating social media content to attract, nurture, and convert clients. Make a 14-day plan. This is my niche, my target audience, my content style. You can put your links in here, your content rules. You can change it if you didn't want different types of posts, like edit this. Okay. But it'll make all of it for you. And you can even break it up to like 14 like days of like just this, and like 14 days of just that. Like I want you to have something to go with, so you kind of build into it on your own. Okay. So if you guys want this, go ahead and comment batch for me. I'm going to copy the link and then head over to my studio. Yeah. But yeah, that is all I really have for you guys tonight. And I think it's a good start for you. Okay. I don't want you to get overwhelmed with it. All right. I just want you guys to have a rough idea of. So I'm going to go ahead. I've already dropped it in the chat for you, and I'll post it a few more times. And I'm now in my studio, so if you guys have questions, feel free to put them there. Make sure you guys like this video, share it with your team, and comment if it helps. And of course, make sure you guys join me on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific to learn about how to market travel on your personal page. And if you are with Archer and Evolution, join me on Friday for our training. We're going to do lookers versus bookers at 5 p.m. Pacific on corporate Zoom. So I'll see you guys there. But other than that, I'm in my studio now. So feel free to drop anything in the chat and I will help you always out there. And I'll drop the link a few more times to make sure you get it. All right. I'm going to hop off now and I will see you guys all on next Tuesday. Okay.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, grow hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.